Super Showdown from last Friday, real quickly. I honestly do not have much to say about the show. The show sucked. As expected, though. It's not like I had my high hopes and I was left disappointed. The event was very underwhelming. Not a single above-average match on the entire 4-hour show. And the only things people were talking about coming out of the show were not positive things. Goldberg and Undertaker was I can't even call it a massive letdown, because again, I kind of expected a train wreck going in anyway. The issue is that it only further exposed the issues WWE has at the moment with their current product. That being that they rely on that older guard of superstars way more often than they should. Taker and Goldberg should not be going one-on-one in 2019. They just shouldn't be. I would love to see Goldberg back in the ring at some point to redeem himself from that awful outing that he had in Saudi Arabia. Taker, for him, the guy, he overstayed his welcome in the ring years ago. Like, quite a while ago. So, again, I think with The Undertaker, I'd be content if we never saw another Undertaker match. I'm sure we obviously will. We say that all the time, and the guy always comes back. So, he will be back at some point in the not-so-distant future, I'm sure. But that was my biggest takeaway from that pay-per-view, was the fact that Goldberg and Taker, why are they having these guys go out there to have the matches that they are? They're terrible. The Crown Jewel main event sucked. So why they tried to pull off the same thing they did in Saudi Arabia a mere 6-7 months ago, to the same exact reaction, to the same exact results, to me is just mind-boggling. The entire event was just one massive train wreck. The other parts of that show, any other highlights? Not really. Not really. Balor and Andrade was average at best. Orton and Triple H, I heard people say, was the show stealer. And what fucking continent are you living on? What planet are you from? I guess it may have been the best match on the show, if we're speaking subjectively here. But again, that's not saying much when you compare shit to other shit. It's not saying much about that piece of shit. So, the match, to me, was boring as all hell. The Battle Royal was a mess. Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman, who gave a shit. Revival and Usos was alright. Shane and Roman was a fucking mess. Shane winning, this shit has to stop. With the Shane shit and the best in the world nonsense, it's not going anywhere. I was fine with the Shane heel run going into WrestleMania, thinking that Shane would get his comeuppance at the event at the hands of The Miz. We didn't get it then. We didn't get it at Money in the Bank. We didn't get it at fucking Super Showdown. Miz lost again to the best in the world, self-proclaimed best in the world on SmackDown this week. Again, Miz has now lost to Shane 3 times in a row. He's a fucking loser. He's a loser. Roman Reigns is a loser. 90% of this roster are losers, but the issue is that they're all very talented. They're not losers, if we're speaking realistically here. It's just that they're booked to look like fucking losers. So, I'm not sure what to think here, what's going on with Raw, with SmackDown. I have no thoughts on this week's shows.